Bonnie's Insiders presented by Universal Primary Care, providing care for the whole family.
Hello everyone, I'm Olivia Brown and welcome to the first edition of Bonnie's Insider for the spring semester. This week we'll take a look back at some of the action over the past week and preview a few of the upcoming spring schedules. The Bonnie's men's basketball team scored a huge win over Davidson Sunday afternoon at the Riley Center, boosting their NCAA tournament hopes. We take a look back at the victory in our visual recap.
They may be more skilled, fellas, but if they're more skilled and tougher, we're gonna lose. We gotta have that junkyard mentality. We gotta be the tougher team, physically and mentally. And we gotta do all the little things, loose balls, charges, helping each other. We wanna be undefeated at home, right? We wanna get a ninth win and be in first place. And we do it, fellas, by playing harder, smarter, and more together. Playing Bonaventure basketball.
But the Wildcats will have their hands full with Kyle Lofton and St. Bonaventure. These two games could have some major implications on the seeding for the A-10 tournament.
VCU in first place is in sight for the winner today. So much at stake with only 8 days until the calendar turns to March 1st.
Kick down Dominic Welch for three, and he knocks it down. Lofton coming in and getting his own rebound. He's able to tap it in and draw the foul. Welch down low, and the big man. There's a putback for Jalen Shaw. Vasquez pulls down the rebound, finds a way to get it to Holmes. Holmes hits it. Now straight away, Darren Holmes. He hits the three. He is 5 for 7 from range today. Another three ball, that one from Kyle Lofton. And all of a sudden, it's a 7-point lead for St. Bonaventure. As Lofton goes back to the three again, make it 3 in a row. Oshuniyi sets up Welch for a three-pointer, and he hit. Well, this is normally a jam-packed, raucous building, and it's one of those moments where you wish that you could have that atmosphere for a big win for the Bonnies as they win 69-58 over Davidson.
Basketball isn't the only thing happening around Bonnie's athletics, now with more of our spring seasons getting underway. This past Friday, the men's soccer team had its first official game in over 400 days, and made it a memorable one by scoring a 2-1 overtime victory.
1, 2, 3, family. 4, 5, 6, win! Get three! Yeah, you got Get up, on your corner.
I need the energy of everybody, all right? Let's go, boys. I like the resilience, going into that overtime, just finding a way to, come up with a win. So, overall, it could be better, but it's been a whole year since we played. So I'm just glad I'll be able to play this game and see them, enjoy what they like to do. Well, for me, I feel so good just to be out here, seeing the things you've been working on actually, come to fruition. But for them, I think they're ecstatic. Obviously, we're a little nervous in the beginning, but I think just overall they're just happy to be on the field playing against somebody else rather than us kicking each other in practice every day, you know. I mean, I still think we got work to do, but considering, you know, where we're playing, you know, I thought they did a good enough job on the day, but in the next couple of weeks coming up, I think we still got more work to do and work on it.
The second half, near the end, I had a great chance in the top of the box, and I kind of felt obligated to score, and I didn't. So I went out in extra time, and I'm like, you know what, I have to finish for my team, and the defender was running back, and I heard the other guy called, play back keeper. And I was like, all right, I got to bust my butt to get there before the goalie does, and I read it early, took a touch on the keeper, and just finished off for the team, you know. Honestly, I couldn't think of anything better. It's been a very tough year for everyone. I haven't played a real game in, I can't even tell you how long, 400 days, and just being back in the field, my brother's beside me, it's just unbelievable. There's no better feeling in the whole world, I'll tell you that. I think we have to work on our set pieces because obviously we can see the goal of a corner kick. And I think we should have to fight for each other's backs. We worked so hard the whole game, but near the end you can see tired legs coming in. I think a big role is we haven't played in so long. People were getting gassed and injuries and knocks, and we've seen better communication with the team, and you have to just be in the right spots on the field. And I think we played a great game, but I think we can even get a bit higher. We can get the next step to win in the next 2 weeks and have a great season.
Congrats to our Bonnies on their big wins this week. It's time for a quick break, but stick around because up next, we have a heartwarming story of one of the women's basketball team's top players. You're watching Bonnie's Insider, presented by Universal Primary Care.
Schultz is always at your service, ensuring your vehicle gets the maintenance it requires. Now, with modern, touchless options across the entire auto care experience. Speak with a service advisor on the phone or at one of our newly envisioned service centers. Pay invoices online or via mobile app. And drive home in confidence, knowing Schultz only permits limited personnel access to your vehicle. Exceeding expectations is our mission. That's why the next generation of auto care is already here at Schultz.
Away from campus? No problem. You can follow Go Bonnies wherever you are on Instagram and Twitter, and like us on Facebook. Keep up with all your favorite squad. And don't forget to use the hashtag Unfurl.
You'll light candles with strangers the day you arrive, and extinguish them with lifelong friends the day you leave this place. A place that will transform your life, inside and outside the classroom. A place where you'll learn to care about each other, and about others you never imagined caring about. A place where people help you believe in yourself. For 160 years, St. Bonaventure University has helped good students become great people.
Welcome back to Bonnie's Insider. Women's basketball junior Asianae Johnson has overcome many obstacles to become one of the best players in the Atlantic 10. To get to this point, she has persevered as her family overcame houselessness and tough times in the New York City area. She tells us her incredible story in this week's Student Athlete feature.
It was a few circumstances where my mother couldn't afford a standard living apartment or like a home in order for me and my little brother to live in. So we bounced around from family houses to houses, and eventually my mother decided for us to go into the shelter system, which we did for like a year or two. As a kid, you know, you just accepting anything that comes your way. Like as long as you got a bed, you know what I'm saying, you got food, you feel me? So it's really not nothing you have to anything to worry about. I had to grow up really early, so it was like I knew everything that was going on. I knew the circumstances that we were in and everything like that. And yeah, it was definitely a weight lifted off my shoulders. I could finally actually call something a home, you know, something where I could lay my head at. Just understanding that you were put in this situation in order for you to be better. You were put in this situation because the person above you knew that you could overcome anything, and that would have you in a better position later in the future. It's just understanding that everything that you're going through right now has nothing to impact you as a person, nor impact your life later on. You always have to just keep going. Like, that's just the number one thing that I live by, just keep going. Basketball was my main priority, and second to my family. It was definitely like an escape route. Like I was talking to my teammates earlier about like how I used to be like sneaking out the house 8, 9, 10 o'clock, you know, just trying to go to the gym and stuff like that, or like not coming home until like 8, 9 because I was in the gym. After basketball, my main goal is to get back to the community, get back to the kids, influence the youth. understanding that it's bigger than what you're going through right now. It's always going to be a brighter side to everything.
We're proud of all Asianae has accomplished both on and off the court. Next up, we have a pair of season previews, so stick around. Bonnie's Insider, presented by Universal Primary Care.
Western New York is known for energy innovation. Today, Energy Mark is leading the way for the next generation of renewable energy. At Energy Mark, we help power Western New York homes and businesses with low-cost, locally produced energy, including renewables like solar and wind power. Energy Mark, the official energy supplier to the Buffalo Bills. Connect your account to Energy Mark at buylocalenergy.com.
What's the best way to pick the right college? Use your head and make a practical choice based on cost and academics? Or follow your heart to a place that just feels right? At St. Bonaventure, you can do both. Here, you'll join a unique community that celebrates individuality, meet professors as passionate about people as they are about learning, and form lifelong connections without a lifetime of debt. Come see for yourself why St. Bonaventure isn't just a special place, it's a smart choice.
Spring seasons are here, and soon, all of the Bonnie's teams will be back in competition. The Bonnie's golfers are set to tee up the 2021 season in March, and we talked to Coach Swanson and some of their senior leaders to preview their year.
So far, the guys there's a little rust shown here or there, but at the same time, they're still practicing hard. They're working their tails off in the weight room. They're as good as ever, which is always our first and foremost a concern, especially during a pandemic. Our expectations are always high. We expect a lot of the guys as we go towards the end of April. We have a lot of experience coming back with those three seniors primarily, Jack and Danny and Christian. We got some really good experience last year out of our freshmen. Lance is playing really well right now. Eric is a junior, is playing really well, and our freshman Jude is playing really well. Through the qualifiers, they've kind of separated themselves from the other guys. So we're building a very good foundation, but at any moment, golf's a funny game, and we can have one of those other guys step up and fight for a lineup spot. I think we have our base guys that are going to be our main contributors, but we still need 5-6 guys that are playing really well for us to feel comfortable to make a run for an Atlantic 10 title. I'm just really looking forward to getting back in the van with the guys and getting back into some warmer weather in the spring and teeing it up and competing. I know they're anxious. We've tried to brush it off just to be patient, but we're excited. We're as excited as they are to get back out and compete.
It's kind of a surreal feeling. It's been a year since we played last. Having that feeling again is going to be awesome. I think we're just super excited to get back. We've been working really hard. Even though we haven't been playing a whole lot, we take the attitude that we're playing for something every day. So it's just a great feeling that it's coming up soon. And yeah, we just can't wait. We're super excited. It was a great junior year for sure. I felt like I really came in here and played well. When I first transferred in, I felt like it was my responsibility to kind of carry this team to the next level. At the end of the day, I don't really care about those individual records. We're all about the team here. My goal was to win an A10 title. I felt like we were trending in the right direction, and unfortunately it got shut down because of COVID. Carry a lot of excitement going into this year. I've been working really hard on my game. I feel great with where I'm at. Progressed a lot since last year. Yeah, it'd be nice and all to kind of surpass that scoring average, but at the same time, my main focus is to go win an A10 title for the guys. Obviously, there's going to be rust, and we know that. Not everyone has played a tournament in quite a while. I think only a few of us played throughout the winter at all. We understand that it's going to be a slow start. Obviously, everyone dreams of going out and winning everything, but we understand that there are realities with it that you're not going to win every time. Our goal this year should be to play our best. That you can't go out there and be disappointed if you do that and you get beat. We have a good group of guys. If we don't win an A10 title, then we're going to have to go back to the drawing board for next year. We got a bunch of guys coming back, including Jack and myself, and I think Dan too. So we have at least 1 or 2 more cracks at it. And like you said, the ultimate goal is to go out there and win an A10 tournament and try and get into regionals.
All right, I think a lot of us took a little bit of time off once COVID started and we had our season canceled. We took a little time off to sort of decompress. But then I went back to San Diego and I started playing tournaments over the summer. So I kind of stayed in the groove with it, and I know a lot of my other teammates did as well. I'm really looking forward to our first event at Mid Pines. I've heard a lot of really good things about that course, so I'm looking forward to that one a lot. And then in addition, at Reunion for A10s, I'm looking forward to getting there, not only because of what's on the line, but it's also a really nice course, and we're looking forward to being down in the sunny weather. So we got some new software in there now, so we can actually play golf courses on the simulator, that's a lot of fun to do with one another. It's tough in the winter when you can't see the ball fly and you're hitting into a screen, but you kind of just gotta keep your head down and grind, work on your swing, and then also work on your putting and short game a lot, because we got a full-size putting green in there, so there's no excuse to not come out putting well. And we do really think we have a very good chance at winning come springtime. We have a really good team, a lot of solid players, and a lot of people with experience in big events, so we think we have a good chance. Our starting lineup is all guys that have played in events before, along with 3 seniors, myself, Chap, and Dan. So we've played in a lot of big tournaments, and I think with that being said, we have a lot of experience to then give off to the other guys in an event that means a lot. So I think it's gonna be beneficial to have that much experience come time for the A10 tournament.
We can't wait to watch the Bonnies compete on the links this spring. The Bonna's women's lacrosse team also has high hopes for the 2021 season. And after a 5-2 shortened season last spring, the Bonnies bring a lot of momentum into this year.
Obviously, they were excited to get back on the field for practices, but and be back here on campus and stuff. But getting to go out and compete against somebody else, I think, is the biggest thing that everybody's really looking forward to. The team came back in pretty good shape. Just been anxious and excited to get back out on the field and kind of get back to some sort of normalcy. Yeah, the practices have gone well. See, it's going to get a little bit harder. We're playing some quality opponents in a non-conference schedule. The A10 is a very, very good conference. So I think we just kind of need to keep doing what we did a little bit from last season, but also know that we have to do more. I think we need to compete a little bit more. We need to play a little bit harder. There's always room for that improvement. The girls had a great start last season. I think that playing the rest of that season out would have really gone a long way in terms of our development as a program and kind of learning how to win and learning how to play consistently, not taking any plays off or any game for granted. So I think the big thing for us this year will just be playing a little bit harder and competing a little bit harder and doing so on a more consistent basis. I think that we've got a good group, and I think that, credit to them. They did work hard and they did compete hard and things kind of fell our way. At the same time, we also tried to remind them that, we still have a long way to go and yeah, we had a great start and we can be happy about it. But we can't be satisfied with it. We've got some great leadership up front with Destiny Johnson coming back as a 5th year, Andrea Hill coming back as a 5th year on the defensive side, Jess LaSquadro and Sav Gonciorek, who are, 2 mainstays on our back end last year as juniors. Off the field, they've really done a great job of welcoming our new players, our freshmen. Obviously for the freshmen around our campus, it certainly hasn't been the freshman year that they probably envisioned, and going away to school and going to college with the pandemic happening. So, overall, they've done a good job. You don't have to be a senior to be a leader, but seniors definitely have to lead, and they've done a great job.
I think that we've put a lot of work in and we're looking good and we're coming out every day and giving it our all. So I think our team's looking pretty ready. We have a lot of 5th years that came back, and I know we want to take every opportunity and do our best with it. So I think it's going to be a really enjoyable time for us. I think it's really good to have that experience in the A10. A lot of us never really actually got to play A10 games because we all came in as freshmen and then had a couple games and our season was over. So it's nice to have that experience, and they're always looking out for us, want us to do the best we can, and it's really nice. Coming in every day and working our hardest and knowing what we're capable of accomplishing is really good for our team. And I think hopefully this year we're gonna continue that and keep doing really well and win some games.
I think we have a lot of potential. We have a lot of 5th years, we have a lot of strong seniors that provide a lot of leadership, and I really think that because of all those people that we still have and we retain from last year, we're going to elevate to a whole new level. As a sophomore class, we've grown a lot, especially since with the game experience we've had and like having 2 falls to progress and develop. I think it's a big improvement. But we have those constant seniors like Destiny and Jessel Squadro, and we got 2 great goalkeepers, Ashley and Sav. So we have people everywhere. It's not just, we have really strong defenders, really strong attackers. We're really spread out. So that really helps with our team. It's going to be absolutely surreal. I mean, my freshman year, it was just a goal to get on the field. And now that after such a long time, we're getting back on the field and playing the game that we love is just going to be an awesome feeling.
And that's all the time we have for this week. But check back next week as we bring you more of the Bonnie Spring season previews and the rest of the news around Bonnie's athletics. Thanks for watching and have a great week.